You know, we all kind of have a sense of what chance is. It's that unexpected thing, right? The moment you just couldn't have predicted. We slap the label chance on anything we can't forecast. But what if the future isn't just one straight line we're trying to guess? What if it's more like a huge open field with all these different things, these different structures, moving all at once, crossing over each other? If you start to see it that way, well, the whole meaning of chance begins to look completely different. Okay, let's explore this idea a little. I mean, let's be real, our predictions fail all the time. Just look at the financial markets. Experts try, but they get blindsided constantly. Or think about the big sweeps of history. Major turning points often seem to come completely out of the blue. And it's true in our own lives too, isn't it? Those really crucial moments, meeting a certain person, stumbling upon an opportunity. So many of the most important events in our lives show up looking like pure chance. They feel like a random detour, but they end up defining the whole journey. So the way we usually handle this, the conventional thinking, is pretty simple. When a prediction goes wrong, we just blame chance. We treat it like static on the line. It's just noise or an error in our calculations or proof that we just don't have enough data yet. In this view, chance is basically a problem to be solved. It's this messy imperfection in what should be an orderly world, something that, in a perfect world, we'd get rid of entirely.
But what if that whole way of thinking is looking at the problem completely backward? What if chance isn't a flaw at all? There's a whole other way to see it.
So let's try this on. Instead of one single timeline, just picture the world as a place that's full of these different coexisting structures. You've got the structures of our institutions with all their built-in rules. You've got technology, which kind of evolves on its own timeline. Then there are the deep structures of how our minds work, the cycles of the natural world, and of course, the massive, slow-moving currents of history. And here's the key. All of these things are moving at the same time. Each one is following its own internal logic.
So what happens when these big, moving structures bump into each other? Well, in this new structural view, what we've been calling chance isn't random at all. It's actually the moment of interference. It's that specific point where two or more of these powerful structures intersect. So it's not noise, it's a signal. It's a signal that tells you the world is complex. It's the totally logical result of a world where lots of different systems are running at the same time.
This really changes everything, doesn't it? If this is true, then you can't eliminate uncertainty. It isn't a bug in the system, it's a core feature. The very fact that things are uncertain is the proof that the world is alive, that it's dynamic, and has all these layers. It's not a simple single story. And that means the whole goal of prediction has to shift. It's not about guessing some fixed future anymore. It becomes more like an art. The art of trying to see these different structures, how they're moving, and maybe, just maybe, where they're about to collide. And that leaves us with a pretty big question to think about. If chance is really just what happens when these structures interact, how should that change the way we look at the future? When we try to make a plan or a forecast, are we only looking at one structure when we should really be looking for those points of intersection? What does it really mean to predict something in a world that is so fundamentally beautifully complex?